Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome to my Sawsbuck raid guide and first attempt on the Ironman account. I'm going to be showing you first how to get to the location. It is north of Goldenrod City, Route 35. One of the easiest ways to get there, in my opinion. It's at a few other locations. It's over at, if I look up on this little sheet, Route 35 in Johto, Route 111 in Hoenn, and then Eterna Forest in Sinnoh are the three locations that don't require any HM. So I recommend those. Hoenn, I believe you go from Fallowboard Town, thanks to chat. You're from Fallowboard Town and like south. So it's like above the desert, if I recall, like east and south or whatever. So we're going to start. I'm going to do Goldenrod. We're going to go to Goldenrod City over in Johto, head north. I do recommend popping repels for this. You don't want to like weaken your mons or get damaged anyway. Head up here, head north, get up here, and then head to the east. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a baby repel, and then head east and then south down this long little stretch. Don't go too fast. You don't like accidentally hop over it, and then loop around like this, and then here is the raid den. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in a quick sec. It should be a pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's just fire damage in a lot of ways. That's the wrong totally wrong, fuck it, we do it live. It should be just fire damage in a lot of ways. So we see things like Magmortar, Typhlosion, Darmanitan, Murkrow as our utility mon, Volcarona, and Chandelure. If you aren't familiar with these Pokemon or these builds, I do have a video on my channel called How to Build, and I have a video called Every Raid Pokemon You Could Possibly Build in PokeMMO. So there are tons of videos and in-depth guides on how to do that. Someone on our team is going to lead with an Incinerate Pokemon. That is super fucking important, so that we can go ahead and let's see. It's like it's our Moltres leader, so thank you to them. Incinerate lead to burn the berry. I think it's a citrus berry. It's a pretty important berry. You have to burn the berry off of it, so make sure you go ahead and have an Incinerate lead Pokemon. That citrus berry will heal so much damage, right? And then you also have, I'm gonna be in P1, so I'm gonna be bringing in my Prankster Murkrow on turn 4 to go for a Haze, because it's going to go for like Omni Boost and raise all of its stats at a certain point. And you can also have your teammates have 3 different Haze backup Murkrows. But other than that, should be a pretty simple raid with a lot of fire damage. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see how it plays out. All right, here is our Sawsbuck encounter. Let's get this off screen so you guys can see. The alpha raid begins. We see Empoleon and Abomasnow on the leads. I don't think it matters much. Now, one important note, you do not, it is really important, you do not want to set up Sun against this Pokemon, because it actually has chlorophyll. I wouldn't have known that, which is insane. It actually has chlorophyll, so it's damage, or it's sorry, speed. The raids are getting to my head. The speed will be doubled under Sun. So you actually don't want to lead Ninetales into this fight for the Incinerate. You don't want to raise its speed. That's going to create massive problems. You want to just go ahead and have fast fire type attackers and just pump as much damage into it as possible. We'll take a free little burn if it sits around for like a few seconds. 7.1% damage, so 7.5% is the max cap. 7.1% from our Magmortar. 7.5 from the other Magmortar. 7.1 from the other one. Huge damage here. And the Incinerate. Let's see. Did the Incinerate get off? Oh no, I didn't see the. That might be a wipe. We might. That's. We'll just jump back into it. We might have not gotten our Incinerate off and burned the berry, but that's okay. We can figure that. We can just put a Starf on or something like that and figure that out. It should be a pretty simple fix if that happened. That's totally okay. That's honestly, we just FF. Perfect example of we had a small mistake. Raids are all about coordinating and fixing those little mistakes every time. We just FF. We put a Choice Scarf on our Moltres or change up our Incinerate leader, and that's it. It's really simple. The rest of the raid should be easy peasy. Make sure to just be patient with your teammates. When it comes to raids during events, man, everybody is trying to, like, in live time, learn 12 plus raids in the matter of 2 weeks. By the way, during the holidays, during Kwanzaa, during Hanukkah, during Christmas, during the New Year's, like, people have enough on their mind, right? There's a lot. Just be patient, be kind, be nice. It's not a big deal. Raids are all about just making those small little mistakes and adjusting. Okay, we are back in the raid. It is turn 2 this time. I believe we got the Incinerate off this time, and now we're just back to doing max damage. 7.5% from our Typhlosion, 7.5% from our Charizard. My Magmortar actually lived, so if I could get some extra damage off with that before that Pokemon goes down, that would be fantastic. Or it could just die. Rest in peace. See you later, mate. Here's a good example of also we have to adapt. You can't just follow the guide on a lot of these raids. We actually have to adapt. If the Sawsbuck gets +2 speed like this, you need to go ahead and bring in your Pokemon now, your Hazemon. So this is why everybody needs a Hazemon. And you need to check at the end of like each turn, like if it agilities, if it Omni boosts, which I believe it agilities at 70%. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess the question is, should we Haze or Tailwind? I'm gonna go for Haze because we should be faster after, and then we'll also get the minus the attack drop, right? So Yeah, the cheat sheet is just like a good like metric to go, and then you need to like adjust. So I'm gonna go ahead and haze here. I'm gonna haze to get rid of the attack damage as well. I feel like that's better over Tailwind, but I could be wrong. And we're gonna keep getting off our damage. So just make sure you all should have a Murkrow. Make sure to take your time before you just switch in your next mon so fast. Like think about it. Like we're also just doing so much damage. We're doing like, my team is doing great. We're doing, shout out to my teammates, bro. We're doing so much damage so fast to this Pokemon that we're just like also proccing things a bit faster. So there's the SD that happens at 50%. Also I can rehaze, or I might just Tailwind if I live here, but no, there goes down my Murkrow. It's totally fine. We don't need to Tailwind or haze here. The +2 attack is fine. He can kill us. That's whatever. We want to wait until 20% HP, and then he'll Omni Boost, and then we will bring a second Hazer in. So we'll go for all damage on this next turn, and then after that, we'll do another Haze. All right, in comes more damage. We're going to go ahead and throw off a ton more damage here, and then next turn, once he's below 20% HP, we'll trigger him this turn. He's going to Omni Boost. We'll want to go ahead and Haze again after this. Yeah, it's a 20% HP. So he might Omni Boost in the middle of this, but you can't bring in Haze early. We're going to go for my Flare Blitz on my Darmanitan. That is going to do 7.5. Everything's doing max damage on the bright side, like 7.5, 7.5, schwap, 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 7.5. Like we're all just doing insane damage. There's the Enrage. This will Omni Boost him, and he might take out 2 of our mons here if he's faster before they can get off damage. If that happens, it's okay. Honestly, please target the mons that have already attacked. Oh my goodness, yes, please. Yes, please use your limited attacks. You have, so one of these will still get damage off. That's so good. Please target the Darmanitans. Also recoil damage. Yes, please. I don't think so. Chandelure will still get its damage off, I believe. And now we need to communicate, be slow and careful and specific. One of us needs to communicate who wants to bring in the Murkrow, and then everybody else throw damage. My Murkrow's down, so I just throw damage, but one of our 3 other teammates need to communicate. Probably Jaspin, it seems. Alpha. So Alpha Darkrai volunteered. Alpha Darkrai is going to bring in the Murkrow. Let Alpha Darkrai do it. Nobody else do it. There we go. Easy communication. Beautiful. Good job. I'm going to go Volcarona, I guess, here. Why not? And just go for more damage. This should probably be the final turn as well. All right, an easy flamethrower from me. I'm assuming flamethrowers from other people. There's the Haze. Beautiful job, Darkrai. Nice job. This is a really easy raid. You have to make some adjustments here and there on when to haze and communication with your link. Use link chat whenever you can. Beautiful. There we go. Sawsbuck raid defeated. Hopefully you guys found this guide helpful. If you did, like it. If not, dislike it. Subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. And just thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Good luck in the raids. Peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.